Does Alex Pereira want the world title fight? The rematch? Does he want Big Unk? And there's been nothing within Alex Pereira's career where I would question his courage or his desire to get the biggest, the most eyeballs, the largest prize. There'd be nothing that I would question, but there's also nothing that I can turn to since he lost his fight to Ankalaev. There's no interview, there's no direct quote, there's no piece of social media that I can directly turn you to that says, ha, told ya. Alex Pereira does want another shot. He does think that he can beat Ankalaev. He does not think the judges got it right that night. He does want to stay at 205 pounds. He does want that belt back. There's nothing I can turn to. So, all of a sudden, is he just polite? That's just the polite thing to do. He's showing a courtesy. The courtesy of not calling somebody out, the courtesy of letting Ankalaev have his 15 minutes of fame, the courtesy of not calling the judges or speaking of controversy of any kind. Deliver the result, hold your head high, take the high road, all of these different expressions. But I would have to use one of those expressions because I could not tell you a single thing that he said, or I could not cite for you an action that he has done that makes us believe he's lobbying, campaigning, or even hoping for an immediate title match. In fact, we're getting information as an audience, and we're getting it from Ankalaev that just the opposite is happening. Ankalaev is expecting and has been expecting that not only was he going to have to beat Pereira, but he knew he'd have to beat him twice. Ankalaev understood the star of Pereira was going to demand not only for Ankalaev to beat him, but for Ankalaev to beat him twice. And now Ankalaev's sitting around going, hey, can we do this match? I'm a prize fighter. To get the prize, I got to have a match. Where's my opponent? Now all of a sudden you got Ankalaev doing the callouts. Ankalaev claiming that he's hacked into the Twitter account of Pereira, going after the UFC, going after himself, going after you, the public, going after some kind of attention towards the fight, which he, Ankalaev, thought that he would have anyway. So what is going there? What are we missing on that? International Fight Weekend would have been a great place for it, but International Fight Weekend got a great fight. Chicago card right down the road. Great place for it, but it got a great fight. It's not as though we as fans are complaining. We got Dricus and Chimaev. Headed out to Louisiana for the first time. BMF titles on the line. Would have been a great place for it, but it's not as though we didn't already get something great. Max, Poirier, Trice time, BMF championship. It is a coveted division, though. It is the perennial division. No focus in the history of the sport, or at least the company UFC, has had more attention and more spotlight on it than the 205-pound division. That's just the way it's always been. From Randy Couture to Tito Ortiz to Chuck Liddell to Frank Shamrock, that has always been the coveted division. And right now we're in a unique spot. Not because we don't have stars. We've got them. Not because we've got to sort out which order they go. We already know it. We have already been told it's going to be Ankalaev versus Pereira in a rematch for the championship of the world. We know these things. But of the 5 W's, who, what, when, where, why, and when, the most important is being when. And are we supposed to move on? Is there something holding that fight up? Is there some backstory? Every now and then, guys feel one another and they realize we got it right. And you may not even like it. You might even think you're better than the other guy. I got you. I know you. You know me. I know more than you. I'm better at this than you. But under the rule set that we have to go by, they're going to raise your hand over and over again. There's just something about that skill set that I can't overcome, and I don't even want to try. You go on with your career. I'm confident you're not going to be undefeated. You're going to get beat. I'll beat all the guys that beat you. History will correct it. History will say that I am the better of the two. But head-to-head competition is going to lean towards you. Like, there are times where that happens. There is lots of times where your best strategy is just to outlast another guy. I could cite them for you from my amateur wrestling days to jiu-jitsu days to MMA days. That's what's going on here. There had always been an urgency on behalf of Pereira. Always. And he was turning around and he was getting in there very quickly. And now perhaps it was too quick and perhaps he learned from that. And perhaps the whole lesson in this whole thing is let's just put the brakes on a little bit. But he hasn't told us that. He hasn't really told us anything. We have been told things about him. We have been told that he can fight for the world championship. We have been told by Ankalaev that Ankalaev has already agreed to fight for the championship. We've been told by Ankalaev that everything has been agreed to by every side, meaning the promotion, himself, and that they're just waiting on Pereira. Should we move on? And that's the question. Never want to see any two guys fight if one of them doesn't want to fight. Is that where we're at with Pereira? Does Pereira have a better idea or another idea for the short term? Does it involve himself with somebody else? Does it involve Ankalaev finding somebody else? Those are all fair questions. But of all the chatter we have at 205 pounds and all the title talk and as much access to we have, even by a guy who gets his Twitter hacked and now it can be anything at all. I mean, literally in the world of hearing anything at all, we have heard nothing at all.